different, and I had to adjust. People do not adjust to me. I had to adjust to people's language and what they eat and the way they act around me. So the shower is different, everything's different, you know. So
the side on the street, even that is so complicated. Like we look at one side and the cars come the other side.
So to be a journalist, it's very important that you learn to adjust places. So this is the main thing I'm gonna bring with me.
Yeah. Tell us something about, I mean, about your experiences in media or such, media and TV. Do you have any, have you ever done anything?
Have you done anything out of the ordinary?
Yeah.
Strange.
Out of the ordinary.
In journalism.
No, this is my first out of the ordinary experience because in December I finished my college. It was 4 years of college to become a journalist in Brazil. And in December I just presented my final paper, so now I'm a journalist officially. And during all my college I worked in TVs with television. I worked in the television of my university and the television of the city hall of councils in my city. So it's nothing out of the ordinary, it's just main journalism with politics and things I like, getting to know people. So it's not actually nothing out of the ordinary. This is my first out of the ordinary.
Okay, so the place you're from is Brazil and you're from Mexico.
Yeah.
Mexico.
Mexico.
So, just a little informal question. I suppose all of you all have partied before.
Yeah.
As in party. So what type of experience was that for? Because some of us here really like partying, and the way we party, I suppose, is quite different to the way you all party.
Yeah, it is.
It is
so,
very different.
like in Mexico we dance a lot, and our parties, I think that it's more
salsa and stuff, huh?
Yeah, salsa, cumbia, merengue. We have like, I don't know, like this relation between music and dance. It's really like Mexican, and we have these mariachis and we sing
mariachi,
along. And yeah, it's pretty much like that. We have more girls. Like normally the ratio is more women than men, so that makes like pretty much the difference in here. Like here it's always like only men.
Here it's like a totally different scenario.
It's like the world and IIT, but it's still, it's like all this thing, dancing, and we play a lot. Like in the parties we have shots and games. Like if you lose you take the shot, and if you win,
you should have that party here. I think people will get lost.
And I don't know what else. I think that's the main part: dance, mariachis, and games.
And in Brazil?
Yeah, we all have heard about the carnivals in Brazil.
Yeah, we have the carnival that happens only 4 days in the week. So it's 4 nights of going out and going to the streets or the clubs and just dance and party with your friends. But I think it's very different because in Brazil we have lots of discos and pubs that we can go. So I think in Brazil, if I go out at 9 o'clock in the night, I'll have things to do till 5 or 6 a.m. So here I think it's very weird that not weird because it's a different culture, but I think it's different from Brazil because of this, you know. We usually go out and party all night long in discos, and here the people doesn't have this culture of disco.
Actually, it's not here in Kharagpur.
In Kharagpur only. Like
otherwise, you go to places like Calcutta, Hyderabad, Bombay.
Yeah, I've been to a place in Kolkata, and it's this bar.
Someplace else.
Yeah, it's a bar. No, it's it was in a hotel. I think it's Big Ben, the name. But the people are not like they were not dancing and they were not partying. They were all sitting, and then all of a sudden good music starts, and then they dance and then they sit again. So it was kind of weird for me to experience the night of Kolkata.
So have you ever been to any other Indian city?
No, well, my flight passed from Mumbai and then Kolkata, but for a long time, no. We are planning to go now to Delhi, Agra, Jaipur, but
on a holiday?
yeah. Like some weeks.
But
but we haven't. Yeah.
Just go back.
So coming back to the formal part of this interview, tell us something about your, tell us something about your projects in detail.
In details.
Okay, so my project is the Genesis project that works all over Isaac, India. It's about educating people about HIV and AIDS, but here people are not being so receptive to my project because I don't think people are used.
They're not that open-minded.
Yeah, it's a taboo for them to talk about.
Yeah. So I think they are really bored about it, and so the project's not really being well accepted here in the IIT. So I've been involved in another projects in an NGO with also about HIV. Now we're trying to take the project out the IIT and put in other colleges and other places and the NGOs and talk to sex workers and groups of risks, because here I think the people has this idea that HIV is a thing very, very far away from them, so they don't want to talk about it and they are not interested about talking about
Yeah, they're hypocritical about it.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're trying to make it work. Isaac and I and the professor involved, we are really trying to make it work, but people are not very open-minded to the project.
So your project is you came for project to KGP to spread AIDS awareness in Kharagpur.
KGP,
outside the campus in the village.
Oh, okay. That's good.
Sandra.
Yeah.
So back to you.
Pretty much these guys start this company, and the first experience is gonna be this energy audit, like surviving all the energy consumption into the campus and trying to give a solution, like came up with another ways to do the things, like maybe saving on fuels or putting solar. I forget the word. Well,
solar lamps.
Yeah. Working with the solar energy or working with wind energy or some things like that. Sorry, that's pretty bad. Okay, so the thing is that we are here applying all the knowledge that we have got into the major. So now we need to deal with these real problems, like getting the data, because it's really hard, like talking to the people and told them that we are working here for the IIT and it's not like we want to stall the energy bills or the gas bills. It's like people don't trust, so it's pretty hard. And all these things is because now, according to the global warming and all these things that is happening,
it's a pretty relevant topic now.
Yeah, it's pretty important, because in Mexico I have seen the changes, like every year it's getting hotter and hotter and hotter.
Same here.
Yeah,
Same here.
It's unbelievable. It's like, okay, this year I think that we barely have cold, like...
I mean, actually KGP was the coldest it had been in 3 years since I've been here.
KGP.
And in summer last year it was 42 degrees Celsius with a 97% of humidity.
Yeah, no, that's crazy,
bad.
And every year it's like a new record, like, this year is the coldest.
The climate, they're breaking records and all.
Yeah, so all these organizations are giving a lot of resources to the countries, for example, to Mexico, to India, to Brazil, to reduce emissions. So it's great that these guys are taking this opportunity and try to develop this kind of project. So hopefully we are gonna come up with a pretty good solution of the problem.
So you dream of saving the world one day.
Yeah, I'm pretty